when I was a kid, right? The only time you seen your girl, only time a nigga seen your girl is if you had a picture of her in your wallet in the wicker chair, right down Mondawmin or one of them spots, right, Mr. Valentine, or listen,
Or
what
they
I'm
see
saying.
y'all
Or
out.
y'all went to the prom, right? Or they send you up the plaza at the movies, like yo, go with Shorty, you went to school with us, right? That's the only time you saw it, right?
And she was your girl for months.
And she was your girl forever,
Yeah.
right? You might. It's Dosey, a.k.a. Mando, Bottom Fucking Line podcast. And I'm chilling with In the Loop podcast, of course.
In the
Loop. My homies, man. You know what I mean? This a long time coming. We were supposed to been did this, man.
Absolutely.
But y'all got it now. Bottom Fucking Line, man.
You ain't in the loop. You ain't in the loop. Hey, yo, make the set.
100% pure.
You ain't in the loop. It's nothing I could do.
Yo, we back with another episode in the Loop podcast. I'm just one host, Do Dollar Holla.
Thanks to Chef in the building.
Make sure y'all go to the YouTube channel, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like, comment, share. Keep us working, man. That's how we stay busy, man. What's going on? Y'all see who we got in the building. Some of y'all know who he is. A lot of y'all don't. But the day y'all about to find out. We got motherfucking Dosey in the building, man. Mando Dosey, man. Clap it up. Give a little energy to my man.
You better say
That's a slick talking motherfucker, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I just tell my truth, man.
And one thing, and he gonna do it even if it kill him. He gonna tell the truth. I ain't gonna lie. Then
I mean, keep it real even if it kills me.
Yo, for the people that don't know you, man, tell the people where you from, yo.
I'm from Baltimore, West Baltimore in particularly. You know what I mean? Park Heights in particularly, right?
Up top, down bottom, up top, down bottom.
Man, I'm both, man. I'm universal, but I'm really from down bottom. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. But yeah, man. I mean, you know, I'm Baltimore, born and raised, man. I mean,
bottom fucking line.
Bottom line.
Bottom.
Sinai Hospital born, man.
Bottom
That's
line.
just it, man. Northwest.
Bottom fucking line,
man.
Man, that's what's going on, man. We got you up here today, man. Which the people gonna be able to see once we put your tag and shit on your Instagram. You be on Instagram talking some real shit. If you follow Dose, Mando, it's a secret society. I'm gonna put the ad on the screen. He be talking this shit, man. He make a lot of sense when he talk, man. And you definitely been able to relate. You definitely able to relate to people, especially myself. I'm gonna tell you why. Damn, this going on like 12, 13 years. I met you in 2012, just going into the system. And I tell niggas this story all the time, man. This is like my old head for real, because I came in young. The nigga said, I say, yo, on the first day I met him, he ready to go home. I'm mad for real. Not mad at him, but I'm mad. Like, you know, you take a liking to a nigga, he ready to go home already. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, that shit went fast. He like, no. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I'm definitely not gonna sugarcoat it.
I thought the 10 years went fast. He said, no. Hell no. Shit took forever. Damn. Then I went to the hole, bro. I was locked up first 4 or 5 months in the box.
Oh, man. I can't even lie. Yo, you was a loose cannon. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You came in that motherfucker doing it your way. You thought you was over city jail. You thought you was everywhere. You wasn't following protocol. You wasn't doing nothing. You was breaking all the rules. I can't even lie. At that point, I was on the down slope. So I was trying to because I was that way when I came in. Of course, I had a dime in. So I was that way. But at that point, man, I was like, damn, crazy as a motherfucker. But then I started looking at it. I'm like, damn, I was crazy as a motherfucker when I came in. So, I mean, I understood. But you know, it was your turn. You just did what you had to do.
I did. I was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie. I came in there. I'm calling niggas hot. I ain't even got my shit all the way together. My shit coming. It came, but I'm calling niggas hot because they ain't get what I've got. Nigga,
man,
you should have got what I got, homie.
Man, yo, listen, man. You definitely listen, but everybody did that. Everybody did that coming in the feds. You know what I mean? You start acting like you a law, act like you know law. You start, especially when your lawyer start talking to you about what dudes hot and what dudes on your case hot and what dudes said this and said that. You start looking at the numbers saying, yo, first of all, you was careered out. Why you ain't get this? First of all, you
I'm
got a
looking at what
mandatory
they
minimum.
talk. Yeah, why the shit changed for you? You supposed to got what I got. You supposed to got what I got,
You got
nigga.
motherfuckers lying on the boat trying to contemplate whether they hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nigga.
This shit
Hold
is
on.
crazy.
They gave me 10. You supposed to
You
got 10
supposed
for
to
that
got
too.
10. It was a mandatory minimum. Don't tell nobody else that. Period. You know what I mean? That's just
Nah,
what
I was
it was,
wild.
on.
I
But
came in there
we
wild.
definitely, man. But shit, man, we here now.
I ain't gonna
You know
lie,
what I mean?
Dose cut me off, right? He said, yo, I came in there smoking cigarettes and shit, man. He like, look, man, you gotta stay the fuck about that little Sally port, bro, or stay away from me, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I still got it on my back, though. I'm still smoking and shit. Man, Dose ain't fucking with me, man.
Man, listen, man.
He ain't fucking with me.
That was my man, though, yo. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was so hurt when them people grabbed him when he got up out of there. I said, man, this motherfucker gonna leave from the penitentiary. I told him that every day, though. This motherfucker had plaits, braids, all kind of shit. I said, bro, listen, man. Biggest young motherfucker in there. I said, yo, ain't going for nothing.
Nothing.
So I'm like, bro, listen, just chill, man. I'm gonna tell you how I do this. He like, Dose, I feel you. Soon as he say he feel me, this motherfucker running across the street getting the package. I said, this motherfucker
I definitely
crazy.
was. I
I'm
definitely
talking
was
this
going.
motherfucker was- listen.
That shit got dropped off immediately.
Bro, listen, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Hold on, before we move on and get serious, man, I want to know, do you remember this, man? We watched the Sons of Anarchy, right? We in the TV room. You know, I'm new. Commissary sheet, the list. I don't really know what I ordered. I just ordered everything on the commissary list. So I got a motherfucking turkey sausage, pause, right? We in the TV room, watch the Sons of Anarchy. So y'all niggas is sitting there watching me. I'm thinking the shit is like a beef jerky. You feel me? The turkey sausage. So I take it out the first pack that is in and just bite the motherfucker. So niggas like, yo, that shit good? Mind you, I've been chewing this shit for like 10 minutes though.
Showed him for 10 minutes. He didn't take the skin off.
Yeah, see, I ain't know it had skin on it.
I said, man, this nigga here, boy.
Y'all niggas sitting there
He got a
laughing
lot to
though.
learn. We fell out.
Niggas showed me how to cook and all type of
Yeah,
shit, bro.
man.
This is my big homie right here, man.
Slim definitely, man. But he wasn't a rebellious dude. He was just a dude that was doing it his way. You know what I mean? And I understood it because I did it my way. You know what I mean? But at some point, you know, he ended up going backwards. So he had to find out, you know what I mean? When you coming back from way over across country, you done hit the airplane and went everywhere else, you know what I mean? You find out what it is, you know what I mean? But good dude though.
So how much
that.
time did you do like when you was in the Fed?
Well, I had 10 years and some months, so I ended up doing close to 10. Probably a couple months shy of 10 because I lost some good time, you know what I mean, going on lockup. You know, just the first, you know, when you first in there, you don't know. So you doing what you do. And then after a while, when you start realizing it ain't the state, and you start realizing that they don't get that time back because it ain't like the state. The state, you can be good for 6 months and get your time back.
Yeah.
And the feds, you don't get no time back. I don't give a how long you be
Nothing.
good. You know what I mean? You
And
don't
that
get it
shit
back.
catch up with
Once
you at
they
the
take
end.
it, and they catch up with you at the end because you done told the people you be home. You know, because they tell you when you go home the day you get, you know, the day you sign your plea or even you go to trial, they tell you the day you come home. You know, just imagine motherfucking 04, they tell the motherfucker he come home in 2013. You feel what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
You know what I mean? So, like, at some point, you like, damn, yo, I'm supposed to come home this, and then every year, November, you act like a new law gonna change. That's how you keep your girl. You feel what I'm saying? You
Hell
keep your
yeah.
girl like that. Boy, in November, they supposed to get parole. You been saying that shit for 10 years. You know what I mean? But she waiting. You know what I mean? So that's just how that shit go, man. It's
Yo,
hope.
let me ask you this question, man. We're going to get into a topic I think is kind of current and going on right now. What would you say is the success to going into business with your homie and making it succeed, or doing business with friends and making it succeed? Because right now you can see all over the internet where people that was in business together has fallen out, and it looks sad. So I'm gonna ask y'all that.
Well, I mean, you want to go or you want me? Well,
No, go ahead.
Oh, well, for me, right, I've never really, I mean, besides the street, I've never really been in business with a homie or homeboy. I always do my own, right? But I wouldn't mind being in business with a homeboy, but they got to be on the same page, even if it's your family member, your brother, your cousin. They got to be on the same page because what happens is, you know, it's like an imbalance if they not. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're going to need people to do this. They're going to need people to do that. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of times that's where it become a problem because of the difference. Now, y'all ain't going to be the same. That's for sure. But everybody got to play their position. You know what I mean? And that's what people don't understand. And what people don't understand is long term, right? We might not be in business forever.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So you can't get offended if I held on to my bag and you didn't.
Right.
Because everybody got different spending habits.
Right.
So if I'm 500K a meal up and you 500K a meal down, I'm your friend. I'm going to support you. I'm going to show you some love. But at the end of the day,
You had the same opportunity.
You had the same opportunity,
Yeah.
right? And a lot of times what people don't understand is, you know, people don't want what you give them. They want what you got.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you can give them all you want.
It ain't nothing gonna be able to satisfy
But it ain't nothing
that
gonna
shit.
satisfy them unless you upside down like they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm a dude, like, if a nigga show me some love, even when you come home, I had dudes when I came home and I felt like I was worth more. You feel me? But I also felt like they wasn't in a position. So I had dudes when I came home might have gave me a couple $100 or, you know,
Do you
couple
give them a
thousand.
pass, or do you still feel entitled? I mean, I don't want to use the word entitled. If they wasn't in position, how you feel? Are you still entitled to feel away, even though you giving them a pass? Not a pass, because I guess, I don't know, sometimes I don't want to say nigga don't owe you, because nigga might owe you. You feel me? But do you give them, I came home to that same situation. I would say I felt entitled from certain individuals to get that for a nigga to hit my hand.
But prison humble you. You know why prison humble you? To me, right? I'm gonna tell you why I humble you, bro. Because if a motherfucker out there getting some money, right? And I don't care for how much money you got. If you sent me $100, right? I got more respect for a motherfucker that sent me 100 than a motherfucker ain't sent me nothing.
Facts.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
That's just what it is, bro,
Facts.
because I know how long 100 can take me.
Facts.
100 gonna get me half of the limit. Damn near.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna remember that 100. Like, I don't need 100,000 in the joint because I already know how to maintain.
Right.
I felt like
So-
that about a motherfucker send me anything. Like, you ain't have to send me
man.
nothing.
That's just what it is.
Yo,
So-
you my bad, Dose. You know what my problem is too? I don't know how to let shit like that go. Like, I still, like, it's probably a motherfucker that sent me $30 when I was gone. But I still feel like I owe them today. Like, I still keep looking out for them because
exactly,
it was
because
important.
guess what? It was meaningful to you because you was in a situation that you couldn't control.
Right.
So,
Hell yeah.
so if a motherfucker took I remember one time, and I'm gonna give you this spill real short. Yo, a friend of mine, right? Two people did it, right? A friend of mine, and I won't really mention no name, but matter of fact, that's my guy. I remember my homeboy, man, Cardi, man. Like, you know, he doing well now. He live in Florida. You know, he got a bunch of, recovery homes, right? But he had a leather store, so I used to buy a bunch of levers from them niggas, right? Him and his man, right? God rest his man's soul. And so Cardi was a good nigga. He was a good nigga, project boy, grew up, was getting some money back in the day. You know, all that, man. Actually, his brother, he's Stringer brother, right? The real Stringer. So
Stringer
anyway,
brother.
Cardi, he had slipped, and fell short. So he seen my brother. So when he seen my brother, he said, man, tell Slim I hollered at him real loud. He said, man, Slim used to support me and my homeboy, God rest his soul. He said, man, and I never forgot it. He said, tell him I'm fucking up right now, but guess what? He said, I'm going to give you what I got in my pocket, yo, and it's going to short me from what I'm doing.
Right.
He said, I'm going to give
Real
you what I
nigga
got in
shit.
my pocket, but let him know that I'm fucking up so he can know that this shit come from my heart.
Yeah.
So he gave it to my brother. So my brother like, nah, yo, he good. He like, nah, he ain't good. Long as, I got something in my pocket, I'm going to give it to him. So he gave it to him, right? My brother told me the whole spiel. Yo, to this day, man, that's my heart, man. Like, this nigga, like, yo, he remembered that, yo, I was out that bitch on, I was in the street.
Right.
So he remembered how much love we have for one another, just knowing each other from there. And
Right.
he showed me that kind of love. So them things, like, you can't even imagine, how to even repay a person for that.
Right.
You ever had somebody give money to somebody for you and then they keep it?
Yeah.
That happened to me too.
I had a couple people give money to somebody and they keep it, right? And I never held it against the people that gave it to them.
Why
but I
not?
held it against the people that kept it because I'm trying to figure out, why do you think you need it more than I do?
Yeah.
Right? But it's okay, right? And I got a few people that did that. I think everybody did that because Some people just don't know who to get the money to.
You know what I hate? I hate when a nigga run across a nigga that they know should be in contact with you, and they be like, yo, what's up with Doe? How Doe? And they be like,
Oh, that nigga good?
Yeah, that nigga good, but I ain't heard from that nigga in 3 months.
Yeah, but you know what? That's because people do that, right? To spare themselves the embarrassment.
Yeah.
Right? Because if I ask you how Doe doing, if I ask how you doing, right? I'm asking you under the impression that you should know.
I should
because that
know,
was
right?
your guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? So to save face, right? And to not feel like a shitball that you may be, you say, yeah, he all right, yo, he all right. But you can rest assured in his mind, he's saying, dang, yo, I done sit there and lie to that man, I ain't even been at him. But it saves face for him. You feel what I'm saying? Me personally.
Until you talk to Doe yourself, be like, yeah, I seen your
I
man,
ain't
bro.
even talk to that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But that's how it happened. This is the real, that's why I tell dudes,
Right.
man, when they go in them joints and shit like that, man, like, you know, I understand the streets and I understand I understand the underworld. Like I've been in there forever. But what I understand also is that, man, a lot of these people, man, don't have the same heart that we got, the same mentality that we got, and we expect them to.
Yeah.
So that's what really crushes us when we get in those situations. You know what I mean?
Man, I got love for anybody who ever made that motherfucking CO say my name when they was handing out mail. I don't give a fuck if it was money in it. I don't give a fuck what it was. If they called my name and people were like, yo,
bro,
man.
I got love for the lady that was in the office that wrote the receipts for the money orders, bro.
If they called
Because
my
guess
name,
what?
bro,
When we
I got
standing
love.
up there and they don't call your name, right? I started not standing up there because I'm a good cracking nigga. Don't know me, he know how I do. So if I know some mail coming, I might stand there, but if I don't know no mail coming, I don't stand there. So I get to looking at everybody's face because I'm saying, damn, I done learned the game now. I can't stand there because I play too much. So when a nigga standing there and he ain't getting up, because I'm gonna tell you how I am. If I'm a miserable motherfucker, you gonna be one too in this motherfucker. Right?
Like yourself, buddy?
Nigga.
Or everybody around you?
Everybody around you, yo.
I ain't sugarcoating it. If you in that motherfucker and you come in there and you start that Bible, right? I ain't saying nothing wrong with religion, right? But what I'm saying is, if you gonna read the Bible, right?
I love this nigga, man.
You wasn't reading it when you was out, so don't read it every day in here. Don't bring that shit in the record.
That's
We
crazy,
watching
bro.
sports. I ain't saying
You gonna keep it real, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I love this nigga.
Look, I told the dude, Doe was right there. I said, yo, listen, I believe in God. You believe in God, right? Man, I'm trying to read I believe in God. You believe in
While
God,
he
right?
reading.
Yeah, we got 2 different gods, baby. I don't know what you believe in. I believe in the creator and you believe in, but guess what? He said, what? I say, the God I believe in is powerful. The one you believe in is powerful too. I said, you can pray all you want.
You gonna do this
You ain't
time.
gonna open that motherfucking door. You gonna do this time. So he said, how you know? You don't know my God? You don't know? I said, you ain't God? I said, no, I'm not God.
That's fucked
But
up.
I got a God.
It's real, bro.
And I'm telling I said, yo, I got a God. So he said, how you know he won't open the door? I said, you know why I know he won't open the door? He said, why? I said, because you ain't going to push it to see if it's open. He said, you don't know what I do? Do it. I promise you. I said, one thing about God, he's no consequence.
You can't be in there. You can't be taking niggas' faith from him, man.
Bro,
He not-
listen,
he- yo,
it ain't
bro,
the faith. What it is, right? They dragged me when I came in there. I had a guy, man, that was a homie of mine, old head, right? Mo Ross, right? I mentioned the names because these good dudes, right? He had 27 years when I came in, right? I said, damn, I did the same thing. That's why I got that from Doe. That's what I did with Doe. He said, I couldn't wait to do it to a nigga. You feel me? I said, yo, I said, yo, yeah, I got 10, Ross. He said, yeah, I heard you got 10. I seen the paper. So I said, yeah. He said, man, I seen a nigga do a couple of them. So I say, well, your first dime, that shit went fast. He said, hell no. Shit ain't gonna go fast, shorty. But you gonna do it.
You gonna do it though.
Yeah, so I say, damn, Ross. I say, man, because he ain't giving me no leeway. Damn, Ross. I said, man, you hard, man. He said, man, it's time hard. He said, so sometimes he used to get on a grouch tip. So I come to the door. I said, damn, how you doing, Ross? What's going on? What's up with you? Ain't nothing up with me this 27 years. That's what the fuck up with me. All that kind of shit. So I said, damn, I hope I don't get like that. You know what I mean? When I start digging into this motherfucker, right? But I say that to say that you can't sugarcoat this shit, man.
You can't.
Because it's real.
It is real.
Bro, time is real. You know that. He know that. I know that. Bro, that shit is real, and that shit you can't get back.
And it fucked us up
It
mentally.
fucked us up
For
mentally,
real.
man. Yo, that shit, man, motherfuckers need therapy right now that ain't getting it. Me,
Hell
you,
yeah.
and him.
Hell yeah.
We ain't getting it. We getting that shit from the street, women, all other kind of shit.
We
man.
cope-
Yeah, I wasn't in the feds, so reading your Bible wasn't
I
frowned
don't
upon
care
where I
where
was
you
at.
was at.
No, it's not frowned upon.
It ain't frowned
It ain't
upon.
frowned
I'm not
upon.
No,
saying
what I'm
that.
saying is, I
I'm just-
believe in religion. What I'm saying is, don't grab that joint because we all got hope. We all hope the 2255 go in.
Mhm.
We all hope that they don't stamp denied on our appeal.
And the state
We
is,
all hope, but
and
what
the-
I'm
and the-
telling you
and the
is,
state is 8405.
our family, right? Our ancestors prayed, right?
Right.
With no work. That's why they bought the preachers Cadillacs and shit like that.
Mhm.
Because they gave the tithes, but ain't nothing come out of it. And only because you can pray to whoever your creator is, but if you don't put forth no effort, it ain't nothing gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah, hell
You
yeah.
pray that your appeal go through, but you ain't never put one in.
Yeah.
He just praying. This nigga just praying.
So look,
What they say, a wish is a prayer with no action or something like that?
Exactly.
I'm coming straight to the yard. Listen, this who had to do it for me. So you can imagine how my bed went.
He
Like,
turned you down. Every turn,
nah, he ain't turn me down. I'm just on niggas' line with all realistic shit. Like, I ain't trying to like, nah, bro, like, don't turn Muslim in jail. I'm on shit like you wasn't Muslim at home. Nigga.
And I'm not saying don't deal with religion because religion is a form of hope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people got to grasp onto that because some people be already religious and they just get away from it like me. Like I got away from it. But what I'm saying is,
I used to pray to every God before I went to court. I used to go to all the sessions.
You going to pray. You going to pray. Whether you try to act like you go hard and all that. Man, when a nigga walk up in that joint, he can act like he's solid as a mother. Listen, he prayed to somebody. He don't know who it is, but he prayed to somebody.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I think I spoke on this before,
Me
bro.
a court date, I'm going to Juma, I'm going to church, I'm going to all of them
Everywhere.
shit.
I used to say a prayer. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is real shit, bro. I used to say a prayer when I went to prison. I used to say a prayer every night asking for my mother to still be alive when I got out, right? And I swear to God, bro, she died while I was in prison. And I never prayed again,
Hear
bro.
that, man.
I never
that.
prayed again, bro.
I remember you saying that.
I
But
never prayed
to this
again,
day,
bro.
I'm gonna tell you something that happened to
To
me,
this
bro.
day, you ain't never prayed?
Yeah,
I ain't never said a prayer in a way
in
of
a way that you,
like a consistent prayer of asking for the same shit.
Because you don't think it worked.
yeah.
I definitely got turned down a little bit.
Because we used to talk about his mom. Like me and him really had some serious conversations
Yep.
as well as we had. Because I felt like the big homie. Like at that point, we was good. He was a good motherfucker. Like no question. Like him, the little kid Reggie from Newport News. They was
shout out
good
to Reggie.
dudes.
Yeah, shout
You
out
feel
to
what I'm
Reggie.
saying? So what I'm saying is, right. Little Young Standout. That's what Reggie's new name is, the rap name, Reggie Young Standout. But listen, what I'm saying is this, right? Yo, the same thing he's saying, bro, that's the reason why I ain't come back out and get in the trenches. Bro, I could have got knee deep, bro. We met so many people in them joints from different places that loved us. Not that they loved us in a sense like,
Love
regular,
what they-
but
the
love what we had to
opportunity,
offer.
yeah.
You know,
Right.
we in a heroin
Good men
capital.
shit.
We in Maryland, Baltimore. We just doing what we do. So they loved us, just good dudes.
Love the
But-
possibility
yeah,
of what
love
it
the
could be.
possibility of what we can make it.
Yeah.
Right? But what I felt is this, man. I had my two co-defendants, which was the leaders of the case, right? My guys. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This shit deeper than narcotics. This shit deeper than street. They my friends. These guys are my friends to this day. They home, both of them now. You know what I mean? Them and one of my other co-defendants lost their mind. Matter of fact, it was like about 4 of them probably lost their mind when I was in. But the ones that was closest to me were 3 of them, that they lost their minds, right? While they were in. I was out. So now they calling me. Yo, man, my mother's sick. My mother woo before it happens. You feel? Must have mother cancer, this, that, and the third. So now I'm in the street And I'm doing everything they need me to do from a street aspect because it's my homies, right? I ain't in the street selling nothing, but I'm all right. So I'm gonna make sure they all right, no matter what. So they telling me what's going on. Next thing you know, mother passed, his mother passed, this, that, and the third. So in my mind, I had a daughter while I was home. You know what I mean? So in my mind, I'm saying, damn, yo, worst feeling in the world. I can't even tell these niggas it's gonna be all right. Because I never experienced it.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's still alive. So these dudes got zero closure, home. You in the joint, you come home, like he talking about. I understand, but I don't know because I never felt it. But he come home. Yo, when you come home, yo, and you got zero closure, everybody got closure that was home. I still got zero closure. Last time I saw my mother is the last time I knew her.
Yo, you know it's crazy you say that? I ain't even gonna cut you off long, bro. I came home. Look, they sent me my mother obituary when I was in prison. I never looked at it. I couldn't read the shit. But when I did read it, when I finally got the heart to read the shit, I swear to God, man, it was grandkids in there. I never knew. I don't even know their names to this day. I don't know these people. Long story short, somebody fucked my mother obituary up. That shit hurt me more than, like, I don't want to say more than her dying, but just as much. Like, I wasn't there to
critique it and make sure it was what it was.
Like to make sure it was right and done right and all that shit, bro. It's about 6, 7 names in my mother obituary. I have no clue who they is.
Bro.
I know who they is now, though.
Bro, this the worst conversation
is, bro.
You have with a homie, bro. That nigga that you love and the nigga that love you, home. Like, some people just scared to say they love niggas, scared to say niggas love them, whatever, however they take it. But, yo, when you with these dudes, man, and these dudes is like dudes you really look at like brothers. You know what I'm saying? And they calling you and they saying, bro, I need you to take some flowers over here. Yo, my mother having a memorial. My mother having a funeral. Yo, can you get me a flower with this name on it, this, that, and the other? Bro, I'm breaking down like a motherfucker because I know that it's inevitable.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, but I got to stay out here because I got to be in control of this. These guys want to be in control of this bad as shit.
And they
calling me on a regular basis, and there's nothing they can do about
Nothing.
it. There's nothing they can do about it but let me know what they need me to do. And I'm going to do it, but at the end of the day, it just ain't like them doing it. They home to this day now and still no closure.
Let me share this too. Let me get your input on this. This real. I ain't never shared this before. I'm going to share it live. I'm going to share it for real. So after my mother passed, my father, which is her husband, he was dealing with, the money issue. And my mother was a likable person. Likable person to where, to me, I thought it should have got handled. But me and my father end up making that work. I sent them everything out on my account on a 299, 2299, 9920. I sent them whatever he needed. Go ahead, get mama right. A nigga that I had cut off, that was a rat, heard my mother died and put up money. Right? This the part that I'm talking about. He was a rat.
Yeah.
He ratted. He told.
Mm-hmm.
He was a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And when my mother died, out of all the real niggas that I would have expected, he came up front and put up to my, like, that shit hurt me, bro. Like, because as much as I want to shun them and, like, send a nigga away in this situation, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down bad. I really had
That's
to.
a hell of a situation.
Bro, this is real. This real, bro. Out of everybody who could have offered money, that nigga pulled up on my pops and handed that nigga a bag to help with my mother's funeral arrangements.
Yeah.
And to this day, bro, I respect them. We don't do like this different. When I say respect, it's this different. It's different. It's a different respect. I can't explain it. I got respect for that. Cause I got 20 real niggas that ain't do shit. I got 20 real family members that ain't do shit. You feel me?
That real shit. So the real shit is thrown around loosely. So the only thing that make you real is not telling.
Yeah, well, and we gotta touch on that. What happens is this. Now, because he told, right? What niggas don't understand, I tell niggas this all the time. Don't think because a nigga told he a sucker.
Facts.
Yeah.
Don't think
Facts.
because a nigga told he ain't got a good heart, right? Don't think because a nigga told, right, that he just anything, right? A nigga told because he's selfish, right? At some point, and he's selfish, right? And
deep.
That's just what it is. He's a selfish nigga, meaning that he put him before anything. He don't give a fuck about his mother. He don't give a fuck about nobody. He's selfish. But that don't mean he's selfish as far as giving, but he's selfish as an individual, meaning that he is before everything. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no, I don't give a fuck what, because guess what? When a nigga tell, he know that it's a chance that a motherfucker might blow his kid head off.
Mm-hmm.
He know that, I don't give a fuck how serious he is. He know this is a chance that a motherfucker might blow his baby mother head off. Right? He know this. So that's what it is. He's selfish. But it don't take nothing away from the fact that he may be a good dude. Because most dudes that told, we can't believe it because they're good dudes.
Right.
And you know what's crazy about that too?
Bottom fucking line.
You know what's crazy about that too, though? If the nigga didn't tell, he wouldn't even have been home to help.
He wouldn't have been home to help. That's number one, right? It don't excuse his actions.
It don't excuse
Guess
it.
what?
Don't.
What happens
I get
is
what
this.
you're saying.
What happens is this. When we sign into the underworld, right, and we become people that quote unquote are not law-abiding citizens no more, right? It's a code of ethics that was designed before us, right? That's supposed to be abide by. Now, of course, them codes been broken 100,000 times. And the reason that they've been broken so prevalently now is because if you recognize and you acknowledge, old niggas don't kill old niggas, right? And I ain't saying that to say that people should die. What I'm saying is this. You got old niggas that been savages, right? Their cliques was savages, right? In every city in America. They lock your ass up so long, right?
They take the savage
That
right
they
up
take the
out
savage out of you. You be the best apple pie making, cheesecake making, lollipop making motherfucker. You do that 20, 30 years. You come home, you don't even want to speak to the nigga. You don't want to be nowhere he at. You don't want to kill him because you ain't going back after you 60. You know what I'm saying? They break you down.
Right.
So nigga be like, yo, boy, you know the boy came home, boy, he just did that 27, boy, he gonna smash Slim. And Cam a diabetic and he a diabetic. Ain't nobody will smash them niggas but God. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's be realistic, oh. This is what they do to you.
This nigga
Yo, I done seen a bunch of niggas that's hot, man, that told on niggas 25 years ago, before I even caught the bit. They come home, bro, no motherfucking question.
Nigga not looking for you.
Guess what he say? Guess what nigga say? Boy, yeah, you know such and such home. Guess what I say?
What he say, though?
He ain't gonna speak to him. That's all he ain't gonna do. They just ain't gonna speak. They gonna see each other in the casino and gamble at different tables. Them niggas ain't gonna kill each other. They ain't gonna do it. Because you don't know old niggas don't kill old niggas. Now these young niggas, right? They caught up. They young, they energetic. Yo, we gonna slide.
Right.
Ain't no old niggas slide. Them old ass 38s don't work. None of that shit ain't going past. Ain't nobody doing that. Niggas saying, yo, I just don't fuck with the nigga, yo. Fuck him. And then ain't nobody really, excuse me, ain't nobody really respecting any back in the day laws. They ain't respecting.
It's different now.
Motherfucker might
bro.
not even be a law
It's
no more,
different.
bro.
It's different.
It's your law.
And now you got these motherfucking fake ass musician, fake ass street / musician, homosexuals, all kind of shit. These niggas is really fucking the game up, bro. Bro, you gotta look at this, yo, and I'm gonna give you this little spill. Bro, ever since this shit happened with this rap shit, right? And all this controversial
The YSL shit?
YSL shit. Bro, this nigga, what his name? YNW Melly?
Yeah.
Bro, this nigga, him and his co-defendant been fighting the case 6-7 years, bro. Bro, when Shorty, they bring the Shorty attention. Them motherfucking prosecutors say, man, Woody rich, Gunner rich, fucking Thug rich, Rollo rich. I ain't saying none of them niggas told, because I ain't in their business. Fuck them. What I'm saying is, when that prosecutor bring that to Shorty attention, and he start thinking about that 7 years he was sitting waiting to get triple life. Shorty say, man, shit, I was broke when I came in this bitch. All these niggas rich and ain't nobody killed these niggas yet, man. Listen, what do you want to know about Melly?
Yeah, sign him up.
Y'all gonna give me a dime and I got 7 million?
7 million, he coming home tomorrow.
This is the shit that they do, man, the strategy that they use on us, man, from the underworld that make us fucked up. And then what they do is they get them kids money. These kids is fucking DEC niggas.
Dummies eating chicken.
Listen, these niggas DEC niggas. Yo, if you look at the
Niggas
old
don't know what
tapes,
DEC is.
yo,
Niggas don't know what
special
DEC is.
education.
You gotta know, you gotta be from there to know what
Man,
DEC
this was
is.
before all the other shit. Mental retarded. This was before all the other shit. ADHD, this, that, BC, all these letters and shit. Yo, because before you tore your ACL, you just fucked your knee up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how this shit is. Before it was all that, it was retarded. All the rest of that shit didn't even matter. Yo, you was one way or another. You was straight up or you was retarded. That was it, right? So they brung up all these letters and all this goofy shit. But what I'm trying to tell you is, bro, when you look at these niggas' old film, right? All them niggas was mental retarded. All of them. Woody, fucking Thug, Rollo, all them niggas was mental retarded. Man, Dusty mental retarded niggas. They gave them niggas some money, gave them niggas a bag. Them niggas tried to carry the street over with the bag, the gang shit and all that, try to use their money to collaborate with that shit and jack the shit off. Now, motherfuckers don't even have a moral code to go by.
Right.
Because if they're your role models, if you from generation, like we from Generation X, if you from a generation underneath Generation X, this is your role model. A motherfucker that faked you out like he tried to trick the police. Nigga, you gave the police your phone number.
Yeah, it said don't tell nobody.
Yeah, so you ain't tricking no
You ain't tricking nobody with that
How
shit.
How you gonna trick the law? The motherfuckers that go to, these motherfuckers get
You
trained.
heard what he said though? He was like, I was flirting with her.
Man, get the fuck
You try to cap it off.
Then you apologizing to motherfuckers. Like, bro, listen, bro. I'm not saying that a man don't supposed to apologize, right? But if you know this, right? I mean, in your lifetime, most suckers, right? That's what they use as a conduit for you not to slap them or hit them with the pistol, put the pistol in them. They say, man, when a nigga say this, man, I'm a man. I don't have a problem with apologizing. And he ain't saying it aggressive. That means that he's a shitball and he a sucker, and he gonna use that every time to make you feel sorry for him. He gonna break you down.
Yo, that bring me to a question. Just because if a motherfucker do something to you, right, and they say sorry and they apologize, right, that don't mean it's over because you apologize after you did some shitball shit, though, right?
Well, it don't mean it. What I'm saying is this. If a motherfucker grandstand and do some goofy shit to me in public, right, don't apologize in secret.
Right.
I want you to apologize like you did it.
Yeah.
And that's what the nigga Thug doing. That's why he on it. Wham, answer the phone, all this goofy shit, right? Because he feel obligated to do that.
What he
never did
what he
that
say,
shit.
Dose?
Wham, answer the phone. He ain't picking up the phone. Wham, all this bullshit. Man, I ain't doing none of that, bro. As a man, yo, listen, bro, I said that shit, bro, and that's what I said, bro. I mean, you want me to say I'm sorry? We gonna have to meet up. I ain't saying on no TV. Fuck you.
Let me
get it.
Let me get your input on how today's music has influenced the youth, but also the youth in Baltimore City. Like the today's hip hop, the music scene, how it has influenced the youth. These YNs is what we call them.
Let's get this established, though, first and foremost, right? If you notice, though, I don't know if y'all notice, right? Since all this shit been going on, yo, the music shift been mean for Baltimore. Mm-hmm. If they don't run with this shit right now, bro, listen, we have never had this much acknowledgement in music, yo, forever. And you've been in music forever.
Yeah.
Bro, we have never had this much acknowledgement in music, right? It's almost like how Baltimore is effective to the feds, right? We the minimal amount of people, but we the most aggressive. And motherfuckers respect us all over the planet in the feds. Same way now, we starting to get this acknowledgement and recognition because the music is shifting. It's coming back this way because these motherfuckers done fucked it up. They done jacked it off. And what I'm saying is, Baltimore been blackballed for so long with so much talent. These niggas gotta capitalize, man, and run with this shit right now. Because once it bypasses and start going back all the way north and all that kind of shit, we gonna be blackballed again, bro. The reason we was blackballed so long is because a motherfucker don't want to put no money behind a motherfucker they don't know is gonna live to tomorrow.
Right. Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So many motherfuckers died throughout these situations. Gang shit and all these old letters in front of your name and all this shit. That shit turns into Ricos and gang shit.
Yeah.
So Baltimore's so small, right, per capita, right, that people begin to look at us like we a black dot. Like, man, nah, fuck that. I ain't fucking with them. Shorty talented, but if he ain't ready to leave Baltimore, fuck him, right? But now it's starting to come towards full circle. So we got to capitalize on it. That's number one. Now, as far as the dudes is concerned,
the influence.
As far as the influence is concerned, Baltimore, we're a hip town, right? We're a hip town. Of course, we done ran into the Fugazi. Niggas start wearing phony George. This shit done went crazy now. But we've always been like a solid town. But what's happening now is, I think that the younger generation is caught up on this music, sliding and all this shit.
I think Chicago.
But Chicago has a big influence on
the
everything.
world. On the world.
Because what happens is this, right? Chicago has turned the world into a video game. See, but these niggas don't understand one thing about it being a video game. You don't get no another man. You just the one. That shit over. Like once a motherfucker, now motherfuckers talking about, I got a couple hats and all this old goofy shit. Bro, listen, bro.
You ain't coming out that gulag.
You better say it. Hey, listen, homie. Yo, I don't know how many of them dread motherfuckers from Chicago head been knocked off. Listen, bro.
They doing 23 a month.
They not in. Listen, man, this shit's so crazy. And what I'm trying to say is, even with the city, right? And I threw something on my little podcast about the city saying that I know that in order to get the money, the funding, right? Every 3 quarters of the year, they got to present the progress as to the murders, as to the murder rate, which Brandon Scott did, and
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't like you call your shit a little podcast. We don't do that up here.
Yeah, well, my man,
don't do that up here.
Everything big, massive.
Everything big. I appreciate it.
It's definitely a big podcast because you got a big voice.
I never say it again. All due respect, I never say it again. So, what getting back to the message with Brandon Scott, he said it. But every year in the 3rd quarter, I swear to you, this is what happens. They say it, and then we get 70 murders in 90 days.
Right.
So why do you say that and brag to the public? You can give it to the people that's funding you. You don't got to give it to the public. And it seems like they be like the news, like the media, the fake ass media, 45, all of them. It seems like they just get on there, bro, and just be like, we down on the murders. Like they tell them about go ahead and kill somebody, go ahead and knock their head off, whoever you beefing with.
Because soon as they say it, somebody going to whack something.
You know what'd be weird to me? Like when people be bragging that they city is the murder capital. Like, why the fuck is that something to brag about?
Yeah, that shit don't even make sense.
You can't walk down the street without getting your head knocked off.
Bro, these dudes be acting like, I swear to God, these dudes be killing and be receptive to killing like they know where we go next. If you know where we go next, please tell me. I haven't had nobody. You got somebody that passed that love you. I got people that passed that love me. I got people that passed. You got people that passed that love you. Bro, I've never had nobody come back to protest to the fact that wherever they go next is beautiful.
Right.
Because if so, then I'm going to blow my own head off. But this shit fucked up out here. You feel what I'm saying? But nobody comes back. My father ain't even come back. That's my guy. I'm his junior.
Right.
This nigga ain't come back in a dream. Nothing short as a dream and say, look, Mando, look, you got to get here. You playing. You up there drinking Casa. These motherfuckers down here, they ain't all white. They killing him. But he never said that. So what I'm saying is, why do these dudes, the only thing they know is it's the end. They don't know nothing about, and they giving up so easily, man. Like, bro, it's like, a little kid asked me before, he say, OG, you don't cutting his hair. OG, you ain't, he talking to his man talking, they talking slick on the phone, I'm tripping. He say, OG, is you scared? You scared to die? Scared to die. He respect me, he say, fuck no, shorty, dude. I asked him, was he scared to walk across 695 when it's moving traffic? Why the fuck would you ask me that? So he said, man, that's crazy. I said, yeah, and dying is crazy. Absolutely. I've never been there. I said, nigga, I was scared to go over to jail when I was when I first went over there. What are you talking about? Like, you talking crazy and them drugs got you going fucking crazy. It's nowhere in the world. I said, so you saying you don't have a fear. If you don't have a fear of death, you don't have a fear. I ain't saying we don't know that we supposed to go there because we going to go. But what I'm saying is it's inevitable. I'm saying you just asked me, was I scared to die?
But you not scared to run across 695.
But you scared to run across 695. I want you to run in the middle of 695 right now.
And the result of that is
rush hour traffic.
But do you think it's because like that the youth don't really have no inspiration for nothing more than what they see? Like, you think that got something to do with it? Like, they don't fear death because it can't get no worse. That's what they thinking. Like, you in the projects, you down bad. Like, they may not feel like
you know what? And
that
could be it, because guess what happens? What happens now is, and I don't mean cut you off, though, what happens now is, like, poverty now is different than poverty was when we was young.
Just said that shit yesterday.
Yo, that shit different, bro.
Just said
bro,
that.
Like, their poverty. Yo, bro, guess what? You was in poverty, he was in poverty. Guess what? We had some sirs. Yo, when I look back at it, them generations of them big homies, man, them niggas was sirs dudes. And the reason why I say they was sirs dudes was because they were role models, and we was able to. But what happened was somebody dropped the ball somewhere in the generation generation and the generation before, right? Which made them feel like they had to gravitate. And you know what happens? The world rotate with music. We grew up on drug dealer music.
Yeah. Drug
so when you grew up on drug user music, and you grew up on music that causes you to feel like killing is more acceptable than getting money, then guess what? That's the path you rode, right? Mm-hmm. Then we lost love. We lost love because they took R&B away.
That's what I be saying, bro. I be saying, like, it ain't no more real R&B.
They took R&B away. You got to go search for it. They got new albums, but it's never mainstream.
Like, it ain't
and the reason it ain't mainstream is because record execs felt like R&B promoted too much love and not enough violence. We already know that.
Violence sell, though.
We already know that as individuals, right?
Love was selling too, though.
The only thing that moved niggas, though, is violence.
They took the love out of R&B and it's just all sex now.
Yeah, they took the love out of R&B and it's all sex. It wasn't nothing for a nigga back in the day to say, man, I'm going to sing this motherfucker, my girl. When I saw your brown eyes, my lips said hello, and I said, and you was the motherfucker ain't even got brown eyes. You don't even care. That's your girl. You feel me?
Right.
Now, right, you got to go hunt for that shit, and all that shit saying the nigga cheating. You know what I mean? All that goofy shit. Like, it's just a bunch of shit, right? So what happens is, and yo, I swear to God, I never thought that I would appreciate my generation like I do now. I thought that was the worst generation in the world back then because we were suffering. But when I see how these kids suffering now, yo, our generation is the best generation. Generation X, man, them generations was the best generation.
And I feel like I came up off y'all generation. So I think I idolized y'all generation.
You was the last of the Mohicans. Because what happened was, if you look at the generation after you, the music captivated that, it wasn't no more get no money music.
But what makes sense though? Like, it was the drug dealer timeline.
Yeah.
But now it's the people that they were selling the drugs to.
It's their time. What I'm trying to tell you is, back in the day, right? If a motherfucker was getting high, he was shunned. Niggas was sort of
back in the day?
No, what I'm saying is, back in the day, like, I'm talking about in our time and era, he was shunned to the point where, like, all right, like right now, they don't think that taking perks and shit is like heroin because it's an opiate. It's
Yeah.
heroin. You just ain't snorting it and you ain't shooting it.
And you just ain't affected yet.
So in my time, in certain areas, you was slick if you was blowing because you could blow and get some money. So if you was from Emerson Avenue, you was down using morphine, you was at Park Heights, you was free day. It was a few dudes in the East that might have got high, but a lot of them dudes didn't get high in my generation over East. A lot of them niggas didn't. It wasn't a lot like it was up there because they didn't.
Them
think
niggas
that
was getting
slick.
high.
Them niggas, they didn't think it was as slick as certain areas. Like certain areas really thought that shit was slick because they could get some money. But at some point, the roles reversed and you couldn't get money getting high no more. You was just, you was gonna fuck up. You was fucked up. And that's just it. So once the drugs depreciated, that means you needed more drugs to get high, which made you need more money to get high. Back then, shit, you get a bag of blow, you could get high. You feel what I'm saying? You be all right all day to 2 days. That shit was like drink money. But then once that shit depreciated and shit just started getting doo-doo and more doo-doo, you just needed more and you ain't had the money to spend on it. So now the tables turn.
Yeah.
But like right now, it's just like, they promoting drugs. These motherfuckers, instead of being rappers, they being rock stars. They tell the motherfucker pop pills. They tell the motherfucker, like they didn't tell the motherfucker to get high back then. They told motherfuckers sell that shit and get this
some
money.
Yeah, get some money. Yeah, and get some money.
That was definitely the main agenda was to get the money.
It's
and
crazy
money,
because
man.
half of these little niggas that be out here sliding and unalive and shit never had $5,000.
Broke niggas with bullets.
And they got to be high to
One
do
thing
it.
about these niggas, they got bullets. Listen, home. Listen. You can play with them if you want to. Them niggas be stinking and all that shit got a clip long as I'm talking about to go to the soul hole.
Bro.
These niggas will wear your ass out. You take
Being-
that gold joint right there. You crazy.
Being broke with a gun is just the worst situation you could
That's the
possibly
worst
be in.
situation. But guess what? They ain't gonna rob nothing or nothing. Bro, all right, let's look at this, right? And I don't want to take it off subject. Let's look at this, right? Bro, we know on our era, niggas that was body snatchers, niggas that robbed you, the niggas that kidnapped you, the niggas that, these niggas, that's what they do. That was their hustle, right? Yo, you got niggas out this bitch, bro, right now, right? Wearing all this motherfucking jewelry, all this shit every day, just going crazy, right? Some niggas, right? And I ain't saying all niggas shit fake. I ain't saying whatever. But guess what? The body snatchers don't even want to take the gamble on having to kill you about some fake shit.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, when the last time you heard of a nigga getting robbed? Realistically. Or a nigga getting put in the trunk?
And they ain't really taking that shit no more. Like,
They ain't taking, because guess why they ain't taking it?
you don't know if it's real
Because
or
they
not.
don't know if it's real and it's an accident murder at that point.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because you got niggas out this bitch right now, yo, that'll die about some fake shit because in their mind, they think it's real and they know other people think it's real. I'm telling them to get their head blew off. You like, bro.
Nigga, you gonna have to kill me
like,
for this
bro,
shit.
you don't even drive and you got a fucking $50,000 watch. That's not real. Don't die about that. Give it to him. He's scared that the motherfucker gonna tell the truth on the internet and say
After
it ain't
they
real.
take it, like
After
I
they
robbed this
take it.
nigga. His
He'd
shit
rather
ain't real.
die.
You rather die about
Bro,
some fake
that's
shit.
how serious this shit is. So I'm saying that to say that, like, these niggas' whole world is fake. I'm talking about, yo, they don't know nothing, yo. I'm talking about, bro, they fuck, yo. That's why when we got kids and shit, right, that speak proper English, because our kids growing up now, we ain't got them doing, they ain't in the street.
Yeah.
Then guess what they doing? They, my daughter, she, Dad, that's weird and all that shit. I'm like, damn. But I be loving it. Like, I be embracing that shit because I be like, the way she talk and shit, I'm like, yo, she ain't no county motherfucker. No, she just talk that way. And that's because, and it's not a great thing, but we keep our kids a little more secluded because it's so dangerous.
Yeah,
Yo,
we were
I
just
felt
talking
like he
about
was
that
here
yesterday.
yesterday, yo. We just
Yeah,
said
it's
this
talking
so
about that.
dangerous out here.
We just said this
So we
yesterday,
keep our
yo.
kids secluded. And, yo, when your kids are doing the right thing, yo, that shit make you feel proud because
But you know
how
what?
much you didn't.
I don't even think it's more dangerous. I just think that we see more shit like constantly. Like we constantly seeing videos of shit that could possibly happen.
yo,
Constantly.
possibly.
Yo, but
and
at
it
one
fuck up
point in
your
time,
mind and make you think like this shit is happening every day.
oh my bad, cuz.
But what I'm just saying is like when we was growing up, that same shit was happening, but we just
That's
didn't
what I was
see
about
it
to
all
say.
the time.
No, that's what I was about to say. We seen that shit constantly It's why it's in our mind. And we express it to the kids because we seen what happened. Like a kid be thinking they slick, but we seen the results of half of the shit they going through already.
Also, you gotta understand this. It's easier to see something when you standing outside of the box than it is when you inside of the box.
Facts.
Like we was the people, we was them.
We was the ones doing
We was them.
shit.
So the slangs and all that shit, we got that shit from other motherfuckers. So we was them. So now we feel like we gotta guard and protect them. You feel what I'm saying? Because like, yo, I don't want my kids to be like, I don't want my kids to be urban, if that's what they call it, right? I want them to be regular, and I want them to be like, I don't want them to feel like if you talk proper English that it's white. When we was younger, that's what we was
That's what
taught.
it was though, but
That's what we was taught.
Yeah, that's what we was taught. I'm waiting for you to elaborate on why you don't want them to be urban.
What I'm saying is I don't want them to be urban because they changed the dynamics of urban. Urban, the dynamics of urban now is sliding.
Urban mean ghetto.
Urban mean ghetto. Urban mean he sliding, he doing this, he doing that. You got a motherfucker like, I'm
Okay.
gonna tell you how mean
Okay.
that is. You got a motherfucker like, and my daughter love him, Rod Weave, right? He's so emotional and caught up, right? That he's displaying the urban shit that he's come up in, because he's a young dude, that he's come up in, but he's doing it R&B rap like. So that's what makes the kids gravitate to it. My daughter know, I can show you a video right now. She know every song and she on it. So I'm asking her after she sing the song.
He's connecting with the
what
kids.
What do you mean what were you saying when this homeboy slide? I don't know, he just said it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So I don't want my kid like, all right, for instance, I'm gonna give you a short spiel. It's a dude, he brung his 2 sons to my shop, right? Urban dude, shorty.
What kind of shop for the people that don't know?
Barbershop, my barbershop. Yeah, I got barbershop and beauty supply, Secret Society, beauty supply, Secret Society barbershop, Dundalk, Maryland. You know what I mean? Come through, holler at me, definitely. But
Okay.
he brung his 2 kids to the shop. So he said, he like, you know, the kids talking, they brothers, but they got different mothers. So they about the same age though. So they talking. So he say, yo, why don't y'all be quiet? Yo, y'all geeking. Yo, y'all tripping. Yo, y'all tweaking. Y'all woo, all the shit that he say because he young. So I'm like, now I'm getting it because he bring them all the time. I say, you don't like them to talk because of how they talk.
Where
Because
they
he
from?
urban. He said all the shit that's on the video.
But the kids not.
But the kids not, because they, you know, they live with their mothers and they not urban. So they on there saying, oh, he jumped out of the shrubbery. He did this, and, and I saw him bolt across the street. You know, that type of shit. They just saying shit that we don't say.
But he don't want them to be kids.
But he don't want them to say it because he looking at me like, damn, yo,
You
yo,
might think
OG,
they
yo,
not-
slick, yo, think they cornball.
Think his kids not hood enough.
Yeah. So look, so I said, bro, what's wrong with him, bro? They ain't loud or nothing. Why are you doing that? I'm cutting his hair too. So he say, nah, yo, they just be geeking, yo. They just don't know how to shut up, man. I said, shut up about what? What do they got to shut up about? They talking about school, they talking about football, they talking about different shit.
Being kids.
So he said, nah, yo. He said, yo, they talk too much. Yo, we talk too much. I said, yo, let me ask you a question. I don't want to ask you in front of them, but let me, because they was, you know, over there in the TV room watching. I said, bro, are you really ashamed of how they talk? No, why you say that? I said, if they was in here saying the same thing you saying, tweaking, geeking, yo, I said, yo, it just seemed like that you, he was like, oh, bro, I ain't lying to you. They mamas got them like white. I said, what? I knew it. I felt it, bro. I felt it because they wasn't doing nothing. They ain't being bad or nothing. They just talking back and forth. So I say, damn.
Their mother got them having
This
a
where
better
we at
chance
today.
at life.
This where we at today, bro. Bro, niggas be really wanting their kids to be like fucked up. Like them young niggas. Yo, they want their kids to be like them, yo. Like, I want you to talk some shit to make me feel like you represent me. Bro, the last thing we wanted from our generation is our kids to turn into us, bro.
That's the last thing.
I don't want my
And
kid.
you know what's
You want
crazy?
your kid, man. I want my kid to have 7 times better, 7 times more,
Everything
and
better.
be great.
Let me touch up on that you said about the kids, because I think excuse me, I had my first kid at 20, 21. And before I left and went to prison, I think I was more on that side of trying to get them to do the shit I would do and not be kids. Or I only had the one. No, I had two. I had two before I left. My only two. But I think I was doing that bullshit too. As a younger father, trying to get my kids to respond and do the shit that I would do and not let them just live and be kids. Because my upbringing and my conditions was different. You get what I'm saying? The reason I did the shit that I did and moved the way that I moved, my conditions was different. And I'm fucking trying to put this in them, which is not a bad thing. Our conditions where we come from, it saved. I mean, some could say it saved our lives, but you got kids that ain't never been through shit who lives are saved. So you can't always. I would love for my kids to know a lot of shit that I know. But it's not necessary if they're not gonna go through it. If that makes sense.
Better say it.
You know what I'm saying?
I want my kid, right, to be like when I talk to her, I want her to be talk to myself. I'm talking to myself. I want them to be like amazed. Like, damn, you really went through that? And you really made sure I didn't have to?
Yes.
Mean.
That's
when he talked to his sons and say, "Yo, I didn't have my mother wasn't there, my father wasn't there, I raised myself." That's what they said. I could have never did that.
They can't
raised me. That's what your kids saying. The same thing, bro. And that's what you want your kids
about
to
that,
say.
your kids do not give a damn about that shit.
Bro, the only reason why they don't, bro, is because we made sure that they didn't have to.
Now let me ask you a question.
People look at it
And
like
they don't.
your kids
Hey,
selfish
Mando.
and all that. They not.
Mando, let me ask you a question. How old is your daughter right now?
11.
Would you put her on the bus to send her over east to pick up a pot from your uncle or your aunt?
Never.
Never. And that's the shit we was doing when we was 11.
Bus.
Walked
Walked up that motherfucking guy, and this is the shit we had to do. But that's why, right? Let's look at our families, right? Look at our family. Everybody's family was in a different space, right? So now we might look and say, "Damn, yo." Let's say some people mothers was on drugs. Unfortunately, my mother wasn't. Let's say some people mothers was this, some people mothers was that. Then we look at the generations before that, right? They say, damn, grandmother used to drink, right? Now, she was more fucked up than my mother was. My mother was fucked up only because I know she was fucked up. But my grandma was more fucked up than that. So my mother tried to do a little better for me, but she was caught up because she only knew what she knew. So now it's my job when I grow up, if I don't follow her path or his path, my father, to make sure my kids are 7 to 10 times better than what I am. My daughter just finding out that I was in the joint. And I explained to her. And guess what she said to me? I said, yeah, well, she want to know why I got pictures with all these motherfucking khakis and shit on. Why I got pictures when I'm young.
That's what college
in the
look
yard
like.
and shit. I ain't saying college. I'm telling you, I done some shit I wasn't supposed to. And guess what she said? Well, Dad, sometimes people make mistakes. And, long as you, not doing the same thing, then I guess, I make mistakes in school. This is how she think. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how you're supposed to have your kids thinking. You feel what I'm saying? At some point, of course, if you legendary, my son, shit like that, they wanna hold up to the expectation. But at the end of the day, if you coaching them not to, because this is the ending result, then they make that choice once they get old enough to do that. But if they don't, guess what? Yeah, boy, my son, boy, you like this, boy. I used to know I played football, man, but I ain't never went nowhere with it. I just was in a little league. I just know I played basketball. I only did BNBL. But sure, they grade go to JUCO. He grade go to college. He grade do this. He grade do that. And it's only because you put the pressure on him, no matter how it was, that he didn't want to be that way.
Yeah.
And that's how we got to look at our kids at this point. But some of them young motherfuckers, man, they have kids. They know they going to die. They don't eat, I got nieces and shit. They got, kids for like, damn, like some of them ain't even really a part of nothing. my brother raised. You know, it's just different. That shit is different, bro. It's different right now, and everybody is different, man. Nobody is so. We gotta appreciate the fact that we was able to shake this shit
That's really the thing. Like we
and
was
be able
definitely
to
able
talk to our kids and do what we needed to do. Huh?
just being able to be there to speak to your kids is a
yeah,
blessing.
that's a blessing, home.
Yeah, that's really a blessing.
Let me ask you this, right? Okay, I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. You came up here, you gave some good insight. For somebody who is trying to give up on life because life is not treating them how they think they should be treated, man. And I ask you this because
For them stars, Pug. Appreciate you, my boy.
Yo, appreciate the stars, man. 20 stars was sent. Thank you. One of the I watch Bottom Fucking Line podcast, which you hold on Instagram. You got a lot of content on there. Make sure y'all go and check my man out, man. Bottom Fucking Line podcast, man. Secret Society. How you say Dose on for Instagram?
Secret Society _Secret Society 1.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow. I'm gonna post it on the video when we do the editing too, so y'all see it there. But this nigga really talk a lot of good shit in a way that you can relate. Because some people talk shit and you can't relate to it. You don't understand what they saying. It's a bunch of gibberish. So my question is, what would you say to somebody? And it's crazy because I really got this phone call about 3 days ago, yo, where somebody really ain't want to live no more, and they called me. And it's crazy. I'm definitely one of the ones that represent life. Like, I done been down to where I've been down to where I never thought about dying. Like, I don't know how to fucking tell you, yeah, I thought about dying. I never did. I just figured out we gonna figure out how to.
Last motherfucker don't want to die. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
That's never been a thought in my mind.
That's never been a thought in my mind as well. So I'm asking Dose to give, a little ending game that maybe somebody out here maybe might touch on this video, because before the night over, this should have 1,000 views, man. Somebody who might think life is hard, man, and what would you tell them, man? It could be youth, old, it could be anybody, any person, man. What would you tell them, Mando?
Well, me personally, right? Life is hard. I think life just be life, and like people say, life is hard for everybody. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. Guess what? You ain't got the same thing going on you had going on before. Just that simple. You got people on levels. People on levels. So it always look, and we get caught up so much on this social media, right? To where, we be tricking ourselves. If you human, right? You know what's real and what's not. Ain't none of this shit real. All this shit AI. You know what I mean? Let's be realistic. Ain't none of this shit real. Because guess what? The realest thing that ever happened was when we didn't have this shit.
Yo, Link stay saying that.
That's
this
what
nigga Link,
you had to be
saying that, bro.
You had to be who you was.
Hold on. Elaborate on that. What you mean by? Because I'm a firm believer of I like where
this shit is fake,
the technology is at today.
This shit is not real.
He always preached what you just said.
Well, I'm a firm believer where technology is today only due to the fact that it gives you hope.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment. So you can use it to your advantage. Whatever you feel like you want to use it for, you can, right? But I know this, right? That when you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, right? You're looking at reality, right? When you wake up in the morning and you open your phone, you're looking at an illusion. And the reason I say that,
motherfucker, I've been guilty of it too.
Yeah,
Motherfucker, wake straight up.
I'm guilty.
Go straight to the phone.
And the reason I say that is this.
You ain't even look at yourself yet. You in Facebook.
I can go outside right now, right? And stand in front of any automobile I want to. Right now. Damn, boy. I ain't play with them this time. I went and got that Bugatti. Fuck him. I did it.
I know where he going.
Guess what's going to happen?
Congratulations.
I'm going to get 300 views saying thank fire. Yo, you ain't played with him. Yo, you went crazy, right? 160 of them views saying this a phony motherfucker. He ain't got no motherfucking Bugatti. Woo, 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 woo. But they going to be the same motherfuckers that said they like it, right? Then you gonna have motherfuckers that ain't gonna like it, that's gonna hate and say, that bitch ass nigga only got that shit because so-and-so slimming them home. You know what I mean? They had some money put up for them. All them niggas whoop wop wop. They gonna say anything, right? And what I'm trying to tell you is, if social media was real, right? Let's be realistic. Why is there no unlike button? Why? Because niggas will get their head blew off. So what they do, they either you like it or you just don't say nothing.
But shit, Facebook
You just view it.
Facebook just added the dislike button.
Yeah, you just view it.
It's only in the content.
So what I'm saying is,
Message.
what I'm saying is people get so caught up on this social media, and this is the idea. This is why they got it, right? Now, don't get me wrong, it's a gift and a curse. You know, it's a gift because you can use it to your advantage for pure entertainment. You ain't gotta wait till the news come on, you ain't gotta wait till none of that shit. It's entertainment. Or you can use it and let it, because this motherfucker had motherfuckers blowing their brains out. Because you looking at a motherfucker that used to sleep in the same bed as you. And he get on that motherfucker and tell you some phony shit, and you saying, damn, you got all them bitches. He ain't even call me. This nigga got 8 motherfucking vehicles. They got a mansion. All that shit propaganda.
Shit is fake,
You
man.
just seen a nigga at the Great Cookie down Mondawmin, fucked up. Oh, you know, you got motherfucking women that go to, listen, serious shit. You got women that go to high-end places and they film it. Oh my God. I hope they wrap my bag up. They get on my nerves. Chanel got me. They over there filming the motherfucker wrapping it up. Ain't even they bag. And guess what?
That's the
they
thing,
go down to
man.
Fremont and grab one, and you gonna say, yeah, that bitch went and got that shit now. I don't know who she fucking with now. Because this is the illusion. This shit is a game, man. This shit is all a game, man. And what people don't understand is, yo, deal with your own reality.
Right.
Fuck everybody else's reality, bro.
Right.
Bro, I don't give a fuck how much money you got, nobody else got, bro. Guess what? I know I ain't got nothing.
Right. That's your reality. That's
I ain't
your
gonna make me
reality.
10 because I'm the only one I'm hurting with to make me 10.
Facebook, like, not even just Facebook, like social media, period. That shit is the epitome of vanity. Like the sin vanity, it's the epitome of it. Like you can't, nobody posts nothing trying to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like everybody is trying to be better than the next person.
Nobody's struggling.
Yeah,
So
that's
guess
all
what?
it's about.
Guess what? You got 5,000 to 1 motherfucker that might get on there and say, man, I'm out this bitch, man, eating out the trash can.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
Then you got another motherfucker gonna say, yo, eating out the trash can, but shit, every time I hang around McDonald's, they hit me off. Then you got another motherfucker say, look, I ain't gotta go in the trash can. Then you got another motherfucker say, shit, my sister the manager, shit, I get what I want. Then you got another motherfucker say, so it's always, like he said, it's always a motherfucker trying to be on another level.
It's always trying
It's
to
never
one
what
it
it
up.
is.
It's never what it is.
It's never what it is.
Guess
It's
what?
never real. And
Yo, it's never real, yo. It's so fucked up, yo.
that's the
Yeah.
hardest thing. That's really the hardest thing that I find trying to explain to the kids. Like, cause the kids think the shit is real.
Yo, they think it's real because that's all they know.
They
We
think
didn't
it's
grow up
real.
in a social media era, yo.
Right, so we know the difference.
We know the difference.
We know the difference.
Yo, when I was a kid, right, the only time you seen your girl, only time a nigga seen your girl is if you had a picture of her in your wallet in a wicked chair, right down Mondawmin or one of them spots, right, Mr. Valentine, or listen,
Or
what
they
I'm saying.
see y'all
Or
out.
y'all went to the prom, right, or they send you up the plaza at the movies, like, yeah, yo, go with Shorty, you went to school with us, right? That's the only time you saw it,
And
right?
she was your girl for
And
months.
she was your girl forever,
Yeah.
right? You might have went there and seen her in the china closet in your grandmother's house at the prom. You know what I mean? That's the only time you seen your girl.
The wicked
now,
chair is crazy.
Even the older, you know, I don't need nobody to hide me. Listen, it ain't about hiding you. What you got to understand is this, right? When anybody want to hurt you, they go after people you love if they can't get you. So this is what happened, bro. Listen, I'm going to give you one spill. If we sitting here, right, and you putting your girl up, me, you, all us, we got our lady. If an old nigga that Mike used to deal with her get underneath there, put his tongue out, eggplant, some candy, and put it underneath the joint. He gonna fuck my household up for the night. Why the fuck did he put that there? I don't know. That bitch playing with me, I cursed him out. Now, all night I'm lying over that motherfucker. Joint won't get because I know he put the eggplant in you.
I swear, bro. It's
You know
like
what I mean?
It's
He
like
got
he
the
been
tongue
here
out.
with us, though. We've been talking about
this shit.
Bro, listen to what
Just
I'm
was
telling
talking
you.
about this.
So what I'm saying is, people always say, motherfuckers gonna need to mind their business. How the fuck I'm gonna mind my business and you put all your business on social media? Bro, I don't put my affairs on social media, bro.
Right.
Because I'm from a different school. These women, they want to, motherfucker, no, you gotta show me. Yeah, I gotta show you so you can embarrass me.
This a little off topic, but when you said that made me think like I'm still under the old law, the way like you smoke weed in my car, I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm under the old law. Even though it's legal, I'm still like, bitch, we about to get pulled over, get thugged out.
We get pulled over, they gonna strip everything, they gonna take my money and all that because they know that it's legal, but they know one thing for sure, two things for certain, three things for real. They able to search me because they smell it.
Right.
Because
I'm
I
under
ain't
that
supposed to
law.
be driving with it.
I'm still under that
And
mindset.
that's how I am. I'm still under the old guidelines.
Exactly.
And that's just how
mentally.
Mentally, I'm under the old guidelines. So what I'm saying is a lot of people, man, they get caught up on this social media, man. Use it for what it's for. Stop trying to make yourself seem like you bigger than what you is, because once a motherfucker pull the sheets off you, now you shame.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And another thing about this phone shit and this social media shit is that people don't take embarrassment lightly. That's why the murder's up. Once they film something on this shit, and that's why I don't
It's forever.
do that. It's forever. Motherfuckers say, boy, where I know you from? I don't know you. Where you from? Boy, I'm from over east. No, I'm from over west. I'm from Park Heights. Oh, I don't know. I got some people up there, but I don't really frequent Park Heights, but I know you from somewhere. All right. I don't know you. She called you back after y'all meet. I know where I know you from. Where? You the dude that they trashed in the barbershop out there. They put all kind of trash cans and shit in your head, on your head. And I'm just saying, let's say, for the sake of argument, it never happened. But, now it don't go away. Now I got to kill these niggas because it's back open. They don't open the can of worms.
And you got to record it.
I got to kill them.
You got to record it, too.
Way. You got to record. Listen, it's no
But
way.
let them know that it was you.
It's no way she got to record it and she going to send it to me. So now I'm about to relive that shit.
Right.
I got my ass whipped. And at this age, I don't mean no harm. I'm not saying that it can't be done. I try not to put myself in that position. But at this big age, and all the work I put in, be that it may be whatever. Niggas know. Bro, if somebody do me like that, bro, and I'm old, y'all ain't got no reason to think like this. But I gotta go in the pen to the end. Because there's no way in the world you gonna trash me at this age, bro. Come on, bro. In the age where everything filmed.
Camera.
Yeah, you ain't doing me like that. I got to
to
take it all the way.
Bro, listen.
I'm gonna do you the old way.
Listen, bro. I'm gonna do you the old way, bro.
The old way.
Listen,
you gonna learn today.
We gonna film this. You know what I mean? This is what it is. You know what I mean? But I try to.
That's the problem, man. That is the problem.
Time, man.
That is the problem.
Hey, yo,
look, in a different time.
Hey, Dose, before we get out of here, right? Mm-hmm. I want you to bottom fucking line something. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is might come to your brain. You might want these people to know about. And then, because to me, I love your podcast because bottom fucking line is like dropping the mic.
Yeah,
that's like,
it's like drop
bitch,
the mic. Like,
that's
over.
like, bitch, I'm done.
Yeah.
Bottom fucking line.
Period.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all check my man podcast out, man. Bottom fucking line podcast, man.
Bottom fucking line.
Whatever you might want to teach somebody right now is your moment. Like, the cameras is on you, all of them. So whatever you might want to teach somebody right now before you say bottom fucking line and we get up out of here, it's on you right now, man, though.
All right, man. Man, listen.
Hey, hold on. Shout out to all the white parties you've been dropping to every year.
Oh, yeah, let me give a shout out. Let me give a shout out.
You ain't fucking invite me to none of them.
Bro,
you ain't hold on, where my face at? You ain't invite me to none of them yet.
Fuck the small talk. We giving something November the 22nd. You, Cuzzo, any of y'all niggas. Guess what? this is what I'm gonna do. Me personally.
Talk
You
to me.
cuzzo, bring your peoples with you, whatever the case may be. Table on me. I promise you this. Listen. We
And
ain't
these
gotta
shit
talk
be
about
lit, Links.
we
No,
ain't-
this shit is
we-
lit. This
listen,
the
we
city
ain't
right
gotta
here.
talk about it. We going November the 22nd.
He's
Park
in
Heights
one
in all
behind
black.
the city.
All black. We going Patapsco Arena, Park Heights in all black. Me and my guys. Shout out to Rondell. Shout out to KP. Shout out to
Shout out to Vels, man. Vels dropped that record. Niggas don't know about Vels dropping that record that went viral. I know about it. Yeah, shout out to Vels.
Yeah, definitely.
His brother the one behind the song, bro. Everybody be dancing to.
He definitely.
I'm all over the place right now. Work with me, man, though. It's all good.
Definitely all over the place. Shout out to Big Status. Shout out to Rondell. Shout out to KP. November the 22nd.
Welcome home, Goody.
All black. Welcome home, Goody. Welcome home, Howie.
H, you home, baby.
All black. Park Heights reunion. We do it annually. We do the white in the summer. We're gonna get a winter some. I want my guys, listen, man. I want out in the loop there, and I ain't even gonna say, I ain't lying. There ain't no playing about me. And I want y'all there in that black. We're gonna do an interview down
all
there
black.
and do what we need to do. It's November the 22nd. Put it on your schedule.
I'm there.
And we there, man. Park Heights reunion, November the 22nd, all black. Y'all already know how we do. Y'all already know how we coming. Man, I got y'all. If y'all got a couple guys y'all want to come, just let me know.
Yeah, we need a section. We need a section now.
We gotta do.
I'm putting in for a section now.
Yeah, we gonna do what we gotta do.
I'm gonna bring the cameras.
Exactly. Bring the cameras out. Definitely bring the cameras out, bro. Definitely, I got y'all. It ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Bring the cameras out. As far as me wanting to tell people something, man, I try to make my podcast as positive as I can. I'm gonna start putting a little comedy in it, because Doe used to tell me all the time, nigga, you missed your calling, nigga, you a funny motherfucker. Woo, 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 woo.
That's a fact.
But I can be funny and I can be serious, so I like to mix it up a little bit. I don't want everybody to think every time they say it's like, damn, yo, talk, sir. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I gotta give it a little spin. But for the most part, like, I enjoyed myself, man. This In the Loop studio is like off the chain. This shit different. This shit make a nigga want to spend the night. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, brother.
Just, this shit
bro.
more than
This
just
is real.
pops. You know how a nigga look at the shit, nigga be like, damn, yo, they got me in the bathroom. You know what I mean? This motherfucker here is serious. This motherfucker I ain't just saying this, right? But this motherfucker serious. And I just want people to understand that, man, deal with your own reality, home. Like, you ain't got to stress yourself out about nothing nobody got going on, because when they close that phone, they dealing with their own reality.
Fact.
Exactly.
Right? If you're a human, you know that it's ups and downs, ins and outs. You know fucking well that everybody ain't up. Because if everybody was up, then niggas would be on the rise. Why we ain't on the rise if we up? We just blowing smoke. What y'all need to do, right, in order to balance it out, transfer to some of the white people internets.
Preach.
Because how many white people do you have literally on your Instagram, on your Facebook,
Preach.
on your Twitter, on your TikTok? When you start being diverse, right? Just like when I cut hair, I try to be diverse. I'm in an area where it's diverse.
Hey, hold on, Dose. Hold that real quick. I took the head off because the last time I had dreads, you know what I'm saying, you cut them off.
I cut them off. I cut your dreads off. So guess what?
When we
I
was in the
told you when I
feds.
cut them off that motherfucker was getting a little light. So now we twins. You know what I mean? Now we twins. You had long hair like a motherfucker.
Long hair, and you the one cut them off when we was in the feds, bro.
So
this
I'm
history
saying
right
that to
here.
say, yeah, this history, man. And I just want people to understand, man, their own reality, man. Like, yo, don't stress yourself out, end up needing therapy about another motherfucker reality that ain't even really their reality.
Yeah, man.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, life is real. Like, when we cut these cameras off, guess what? We gotta go talk to them kids. We gotta go home. We gotta do this shit. Don't happen all night. This shit ain't forever.
It's back to life.
You feel what I'm saying? It's back to real life. So what I want people to understand is, man, don't be ashamed. Don't be scared to get back to your real life, man. Just get back to your real life, man, and make it work for you, man. Make it work for you and yours. Don't try to, you will drive yourself crazy trying to chase another motherfucker on these Instagrams and IGs, because guess what? You ain't close enough to him to know if it's real.
Right.
I can make you motherfuckers think whatever I want to think.
As a wise young man once told me, touch grass, kid.
Exactly. Touch it. Guess what? We're in Bukata right now.
Touch
This
grass,
is where they're
kid.
podcast. Bukata.
Bukata.
If you think I'm lying, prove it.
Right.
You can't prove it. So what I'm saying is, your reality is your own reality, man. Stop worrying about another motherfucker reality. Because it don't work.
Right.
Bottom fucking line.
I was waiting on that
Bottom
right there.
fucking
That's what I
line.
went. Bottom fucking
fucking
line,
line.
man. Make sure y'all go
Bottom
follow
fucking
my
line.
I'm
boy,
enjoying
man.
myself, man, with my guys. I gotta come back, man. I
Yo, you
really want to come
always
back,
welcome.
man. And yo, I got a YN, right? Literally, so I got a young nigga. You know, I ain't even gonna say YN, yo. This little kid, right? Yo, we got a story, man, that I need
Bring
to
him up
give
here,
y'all,
man. He
I
gotta
need
come
to
up.
give y'all this story, bro. And soon, like I need to really, I'm gonna get with him. Yo, this kid, man, when I give you this story, man, this shit gonna be heartfelt. This shit gonna do numbers.
Now I need him bring up. I need you to bring him up
Because
immediately.
This dude, right? His father been through the trenches, died, all that. How we met and everything, bro. I've been cutting this kid hair, yo, since his mother brought him around. They never knew this was his father. It's just a absurd story, man. This shit's so serious, man. And I need to give y'all this joint. And when I leave here, I'm gonna holler at him and make sure we set a date, because I'll be back up here very soon, bro. I swear to God, this shit gonna break records, bro. Because this kid, 21 years old, maybe 22, yo, got his bachelor's, going to his other, yo, I'm talking about grew up right there, yo, right on fucking Monroe and fucking right in front of George's, Monroe Street, right there, bro. Like, bro, that's why I know you don't have to, yo, you, listen, bro, you become a product of your environment because you make the choice to. It ain't got nothing to do, this nigga father was in the trenches. You know what I mean? Affiliated. Got killed, this, that, and other, but he never wanted to make that decision. And yo, it was just crazy, bro, how we met. But I want to give y'all this, yo, because I feel like, yo, even with my podcast, I feel like this platform would do numbers with this joint. I ain't no selfish nigga, bro. This joint right here, I'm telling you, yo. And he a young nigga, and he ain't like, he's sharp. If you look on my page, I was cutting his hair, and I said, yo, when me and this little kid have conversation, yo, I love this kid like I birthed him, yo.
Bring him up,
And
bro.
this is serious.
Hey, yo, let me
Bring
say
him
this
up
to you
here.
real quick, man, though. Like,
Our
listen,
shit is open door
Listen,
policy, man.
bro, when I walked into the feds, bro, I had nothing, bro. And for 24 hours, you made sure I had. You know what I'm saying? And with me saying that, bro, I want you to know this. Like, you see me doing this podcast shit right now, nigga, this shit ours. This ours. This
Open
our
door policy,
platform,
My
nigga.
man.
This our
My
platform.
man, bro.
Even though you be doing your shit and you do your shit well, nigga, this your platform right here, nigga. You want to come up here, you want to move some shit around, we could do that. You got a sign that say BFL, we could put that bitch up.
My man.
You feel me?
My man.
This our shit right here.
My man.
You get what I'm saying?
My man.
This our shit. That's my cousin. He be with everything I'm with. I be with
man.
everything he with.
My man.
Yeah, you one of them ones that gave me comfort when I walked in in an uncomfortable situation.
My man.
So this right here is abs.
My man.
So whatever you could come up with, like, nigga, I'll bring this shit to Dundalk.
My man.
Like, that's how real it is. And if I told cuz that's what we on, we be on it.
My man.
And the same thing if it was him.
That's
I'm
it.
on it. So I say that to say that I want you to know, like, In a Loop podcast is ours.
My man.
It's ours.
My man.
All you got, I've been telling you the same
You
shit
been
for
telling me the
months.
same shit.
Yo,
Definitely.
just come.
Definitely.
When you ready to come,
Yo, definitely.
I'm gonna get.
Definitely.
We gonna get in
And
here.
you never lied. Yo, I called you today. I said, yo, I was just thinking about you. I said, man, dope. I said, where you at? You said, man, I'm around. What's up? I said, man, listen, you change your number? You said, yeah, yo, my bad. I ain't even give it to you. I said, yo, what's going on with you? You said, nothing, nigga, ready to see what you trying to do. I said, man, I'm coming out there.
That was the day.
That was today.
Yeah.
Today.
That was today.
And we done had multiple talks.
I don't even know who made me call. Must have been the creator. Bro, I'm driving. I just called my man out the blue. Bro, something in my mind said, yo, I got to get with my man. I called him, asked him. And I called him on the Instagram because I couldn't get his number. I didn't have his number.
Yeah.
I didn't know he changed it.
We already planned Sunday that we was coming here all week.
Man, listen,
all week.
man.
We coming every day.
Listen,
all
man.
week. This our 4th day in a
I'm
row.
gonna call my guy. I'm gonna call Shorty the night when I leave here on the way back. He ready. All he gotta do is let me know the day. I'm gonna let y'all know the day. Man, this episode, listen, bro, this shit's so serious, and this little kid to be so young, man, is so knowledgeable, right? And he ain't know, like, he know both. He never been in the street, but he know both because he saw it all day. Yo, I'm talking about listen, man, when I be talking to this kid, I be like, damn, Shorty, where the fuck are the rest of yous at?
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, he 20, bro, listen, bro, he not letting nothing deter what he got going on. And he know all the young niggas. And he navigates around them. Oh, man, I just feel like I don't really, like, I know where I belong and I know where I don't. I just let them know, bro.
Yeah, that's wisdom right there.
Mean. Bro, I'm talking about mean, bro. Like, so, and guess what? He gonna rock with us. He gonna, listen, he gonna sit in this motherfucker, and listen, you gonna be thinking you talking to a motherfucking 41.
Yo, it's crazy because now you ain't been up here to know that. Make sure you sign a wall too. We need you to sign a wall too.
Yeah,
Your signature is definitely needed. But under this Ravens jersey, we got a red camera. We didn't spend some money on that motherfucker. This is a cinematic movie camera right here.
I seen you on there talking about that joint.
So if you got an idea, you know what I'm saying, up the heights or something somewhere, I just need a motherfucker that can work. I can't work it. I just bought it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? You invited to a movie.
Yeah,
or
man, listen, man.
To produce
Listen,
it
man,
or whatever.
listen,
I got
man.
the shit already,
Listen,
bro.
man,
We gotta go to work.
Listen, we ready to network from this day on, man. Like, something just told me, like, I swear, bro, I ain't lying. Ask him, I called him out the blue, bro. He been saying this for months, bro. Like, Dose, you playing, Dose, you both came up, and I been calling
Links,
periodically.
matter of fact, one day he called me and said, I'm on the way, and he canceled.
Yeah.
He was the one we had the shit set up. We was up here.
Yeah, I was here.
It was
Yeah.
crickets. But I told you when he do come, bro,
Yo,
shit nigga I look up to, he can cancel.
Now,
I
yo,
said he
that's
can
what I did.
cancel.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When I talked to him earlier, I said, you know what? I said, man, I'm tired. I'm gonna go in here and lay down for a minute. Because I was gonna go in my
take a
little
nap.
office in the shop. But I said, I'm gonna go home, lay down for a minute, get my little self together, you know what I mean? It's Wednesday. I had like 6 appointments. I knocked them out early this morning. I went to my daughter's school. I said, you know what? I'm going to chill. So they calling me, you got any walk-ins today? I said, no, I'm chilling. Boom. I went in the house, laid down, told them, I was like, man, I set my shit, woke up. I said, you know what? I said, man, I'm going up. I'm going to shoot up there. I'm going to leave. Well, I thought that it was like an hour or something, I was way out my house.
Yeah.
So boom. So I said, because I know how long it take to get up here. So I was like, damn, I'm gonna shoot. I said, I'm gonna shoot up there. So I hit him. I'm like, yo, I'm on my way. Yo, I ain't by myself. Like, I ain't got to roll with no entourage. I don't need security yet. You know what I mean? A few minutes, I'm gonna need a nigga. You know what I mean? Follow me up. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, like I said, man, like, bro, it was real welcoming, bro. I appreciate it, bro.
How you like the spot?
Man, listen, man. Listen, like I told niggas, man, listen. All that shit about, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I always say, Instagram phony. Facebook phony.
This
right?
shit real though.
So when I came to this motherfucker, before I opened the door, I said, man, let me go in this closet and see what the fuck going on. Cause it be looking like the shit be crazy, the studio, and you get that motherfucker, you be like, man, god damn, you ain't gonna get the toilet? You ain't gonna get the toilet, this shit, all that shit be in the same room. Like, man, this shit got a sound, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying to say, this shit really not. Like, this one of them joints where a nigga be like, hey, yo, you can't stay tonight. Yo, we closed down.
Yeah, you gotta go, bro.
Hey, you gotta go, yo.
Yeah, act like you real drunk.
Hey.
Nah, yo, take your drunk ass down the highway. You know what I mean? This one of them. Like, this motherfucker ain't no joke. I ain't gonna lie to you. This
You got
shit
the bar.
serious.
You got the
And
bar.
it gave me a serious idea. Yo, this motherfucker got the bar. This motherfucker right here, man. This motherfucker right here is so mean. I ain't even want no shit. I ain't want no ass. I'm just keeping it real. This motherfucker bar so mean, right? This motherfucker got you feeling like, man, I just drink all that shit. Man. I ain't gonna lie. Give me a sip of all that shit if it's free. You know what I mean? It's that type of shit. Like they got.
I ain't gonna lie. Niggas be coming up here drinking for free, bro.
Yo,
they
Nah,
do though.
I'm
Niggas
just
will
saying,
come.
I'm just saying, I ain't saying they don't. I'm gonna tell you the honest to God truth. Fuck what they heard. I met up with my man. Man, I come in here, you know, I meet up with him, boom. We in the parking lot. He come out the parking lot, come get me downstairs, you know, take me upstairs, whoop, wop, wop. Man, I said, man, I'm in here carrying liquor in this motherfucker. I said, this motherfucker don't run out of liquor. You know what I mean? Motherfucker got me carrying a box of liquor. I said, God damn, we gonna get drunk as a motherfucker in here, man.
Yeah, bar
I mean,
talk, baby. We
That's
ain't
just
got
what
no.
it is, man. This shit.
We ain't got no
yeah, just in
camera on
case
the
you might
bar
got
talk.
some
Yeah.
motherfuckers from up the heights.
That one rap.
Yeah, we use this as a rap setting.
Okay.
So we call it bar talk. They'll perform in front of the sign, in front of the bar, and drop their bar.
Oh,
and,
well.
and we got a lot of good people that then came up
Oh,
here.
well, all right,
and-
well, I'm gonna bring Valley up here then.
yeah, bring Valley. Yeah,
I'm gonna
yo.
bring Valley.
First of
When I
all,
bring my little man, I'm gonna bring him up here.
you got to bring him because Valley already he already left his mark on the city, and a lot of people don't even know that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, he definitely on that West Side certified going crazy. He been that shit been like I ain't even gonna lie, that shit been like an anthem probably since I've been home.
Ever since
but
they made
before
it.
I was home. Because him, you know, I had connected him and my guy Rico up, you know what I mean? My guy Rico up. Rico had came from the feds, I connected them up. And then he had a few other guys that was on it. And like, yo, that shit was an anthem, yo.
Yep.
They was, I mean, you know, of course, you know, life is about timing. So I don't know if it was the right time, but yo, they had some shit on their hands, man, that they probably didn't know what to do with at the time.
Yeah.
And that shit just been an anthem for that many years. You feel what I'm saying? Like, really, yo, literally, yo, that motherfucker got like 20 in damn near, because I've been home 12, 13 years. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to bring him up and get in that bar talk.
Absolutely. It's
and
right
I
here.
got a little cousin that can get in the bar talk, because it, like, they can get acknowledged. You know what I mean? They got to really understand that they can get acknowledged.
Isn't
by,
our
you know,
platform growing? We done had a lot of big faces up
man.
here. A lot of
Yeah,
big
man,
faces.
I got some,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
got some people that, you know, I got a little cousin, I got a couple little
Hey,
people that really can.
one more time, Dose. I want you to end it with a bottom fucking line, bro. I mean, whatever you might want to say, it could be whatever. Whatever you want to say, bottom fucking line. That's how I want to cut this off.
All right. So without today, right? I really realized that, you know, and yo, I swear to God, I don't care how old you are, right? Life is about growth, right? You meet people and you see the genuineness in people, and you've been around a while, you can see it. You can see when a person is really, you know, genuine, and when a person not, yo, phony, yo, kind of weak. I ain't really feeling this vibe, or he ain't feeling my vibe, or whatever the case may be. When I came in here today, and not just saying it, because I wouldn't say nothing. That's just how I am. I ain't gonna say nothing because it don't make a difference. When I came here today, right, the kind of, like, I knew that I was amongst men. I seen you, of course, we've been to each other, your cousin. Like, I knew
First
I was
cousin.
amongst men. I didn't get no type of indication that this shit was gonna go none other than this, right? And that's big to me. Because, yo, it's hard to really find men, home.
Yeah.
Like, it's really hard to really relate to men, home, because men don't really want to be receptive to other men. So it's like, yo, what you think, you a bigger man? Like, yo, you may be in size, but we talking about mentally, yo. Like, we got to connect in order to change what we need to change. If we don't connect, bro, we ain't going to be able to change the things that we want to change. Yo, we got a lot of discrepancies on how these youth and other people are growing up underneath us. But if we don't come together to change it, it's not going to change, bro. It's not going to change. Of course, don't no young niggas want to hear from no old niggas, but you still got young niggas with old souls that don't mind hearing from young niggas. I mean, young niggas with old souls that don't mind hearing from old niggas, and they can deliver the message to the young niggas.
Yeah.
A lot of them young niggas ain't got no old souls. That's why they respect fucked up. But you still got a selective few that got old souls like us. We got old souls. We may be 40, 50 years old, but we act like we 60, 70 when it comes to mentality. And, you know, I just say that to say, man, that, yo, when you amongst men, yo, you can feel that you're amongst men. You can feel that you dealing with a motherfucker.
Good men.
Good men.
Yeah.
You can feel when you amongst men, yo. And that's the thing that I appreciate about us growing up in the era that we grew up in, yo. If you a good motherfucker, yo, you gonna just about, yo, because we done been in places where we had to navigate.
Yeah.
See, now we can just run. Like, boy, I don't want to be around that country motherfucker. Fuck it. But before, you had to navigate through these niggas. How the fuck you gonna stay away from a nigga and it's 4 of y'all in the cube? How you gonna stay away from a nigga and it's 2 of y'all in the cell?
Right.
You gotta keep on going that bitch. So bitch ass nigga, we gonna fight tonight. If this nigga, I swear to God, yo, this nigga use this bathroom one more motherfucking time while I'm asleep. You know what I mean? This the kind of shit that we had to deal with, you know, in time. So that's why we able to distinguish who real men are and who not. And that's why it's so easy for me to say, yo, I ain't gonna fuck with him. At this big age, nigga, I ain't gotta fuck with you.
At all.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say, man, that it feels good and it's like real, like humbling and becoming to be around men, yo, and be able to have these type of discussions where ain't nobody thinking they're big I or lower you. Ain't nobody thinking that they don't have the right shit to say, because there's no right or wrong shit to say. You just say how you feel.
Exactly.
And that's just it. Because your opinion may not be mine and mine may not be yours. But guess what I was able to do? Relate to all three of our opinions in here and be able to elaborate on it.
The entire
And that's what
time.
men do, home.
Hell yeah.
Bottom fucking line.
Bottom fucking line,
man.
It's In the Loop podcast. You already know, man. We in here with Big Mando.
I know what's going on.
Dope Dollar.
Hey, yo, Dosey, I love you, bro.
Said Dope Dollars.
I love you, bro.
Yo, listen, man. In the Loop
love you,
podcast, y'all check this motherfucker out. Y'all know I'm going to blow this bitch out the frame when he send me all the edits and everything. Y'all know, y'all motherfuckers, y'all friends is my friends is y'all friends now. And that's the key to it all, man.
That's definitely
Once you
the
get a
key.
motherfucker on here, man, listen, man. If they don't know nothing else, they know how to play with that motherfucking phone. You know how to make believe, motherfucker. Make it true. Do what the fuck you need to do, man, and make sure this shit get known and seen. Bottom fucking line.
Bottom fucking line.
You ain't in the loop. You ain't in the loop. Hey, yo, Mr. Shaq. Time to cook up.